Now to a developing story. Democrats and Republicans in Washington can't agree on a spending bill. They're not even talking. So it appears we're heading for a government shutdown at midnight.
So what exactly will that mean? Weijia Jiang joins us now from the White House. Here, Weijia, let's start with that. What would a shutdown mean in terms of who's going to be impacted?
Well, in the event of a shutdown starting tomorrow, about 750,000 federal workers each day would be furloughed, meaning placed on unpaid leave. 2 million military troops would work without pay, as would TSA workers and public health employees, among others considered essential. A number of programs, though, would not be interrupted, including Social Security benefits, Medicare and Medicaid. The White House also told agencies to consider mass firings, not just furloughs. I asked President Trump about that today. If DOGE is already reducing the federal workforce, why is it necessary to link more federal jobs cut to a shutdown?
Well, the Democrats want to shut it down. So when you shut it down, you have to do layoffs. So we'd be laying off a lot of people.
And Weijia, remind us again exactly what this fight is about.
So Republicans want to pass a short-term funding bill that keeps the government open, but Democrats want to add a reversal of Medicaid cuts and extension of subsidies for low-income Affordable Care Act enrollees who would otherwise see premiums rise significantly. And the messaging war is in full effect. The website for the Department of Housing and Urban Development includes this statement blaming the radical left for a looming government shutdown.
Weijia Jiang at the White House for us. Thank you, Weijia.
If, as expected, the government shuts down, the Federal Aviation Administration will furlough more than 11,000 workers.
And that will not include air traffic controllers. More than 13,000 will continue to work, but without pay. Kris Van Cleave now on air travelers and what they can expect.
The immediate impact for flyers at airports Wednesday and through the rest of the week probably limited. The concern comes if this shutdown stretches into weeks or longer, because based on what we saw in 2018, when we had a government shutdown starting in December, after that first missed paycheck, so about 2 weeks in, we started to see TSA sick calls really increase at airports across the country. That led to long lines, longer wait times at checkpoints. Some checkpoints had to be closed. And in one case in Miami, they even had to close an airport terminal, the entire terminal, because there weren't enough officers to staff the checkpoints. The U.S. Travel Association estimates the cost of a government shutdown to the U.S. travel economy to be around $1 billion a week.